I think it's possibly alien technology that's been back engineered. Alien in the sense that it's not something that any of us are aware of. We're not kicking the door of disclosure open, but we're certainly scratching at it. We're saying, hang on a minute, we've got physical evidence. This is not blinking lights and, strange eyewitnesses and hypnosis or whatever. This is solid. It happened back in January 1983. Something hit trees during the night near a village called Llanillar, which is just outside Aberystwyth in mid Wales. Nobody saw it, nobody heard it. A farmer got up the next day called Irwel. He went out to have a look at his sheep and he found debris scattered across 4 fields. And the nearby copse, the nearby woods, had the top of the trees sheared off. So it was obvious something had hit it and scattered debris. The thing that really shocked him at the time, and everybody else that was involved in it, is that whatever it was that scattered all this debris flew off. So he contacted a friend of mine called Gary Rowe. Gary at that time was running the local UFO investigation group, and they came out to his site, had a look across the fields. Everything was gone because the night before, Irwel had phoned the police, who in turn had notified the local MOD. And then they'd turned out with another agency, which looked like men in suits, men in black, and they'd spent all night clearing the site. So by the time Gary had got there didn't seem to be anything there. But being a bright chap, he thought, I bet you they haven't managed to clear the woods. So he went and had a look in the woods. And sure enough, they got 6 pieces of metal and 2 pieces of a substance looking like foil. And then Irwel phoned Gary and said, well, you're not going to believe this, but they've just brought bulldozers in and they're clearing the woods away. So Gary then phoned the local forestry commission and they said, oh, we're taking the woods away for wind damage. It's wind damage. He said, do you normally do that? They went, no, but in this particular case, that's what we're doing. So anyway, we're producing the book now because it's 40 years since impact, hence the title of the book. And Philip Mantle at Flying Disc Press and myself, we thought, well, wouldn't it be nice if we could get hold of some samples from Gary? Philip just messaged him and happened to mention, should we take this to the next stage? Gary sent us 3 samples. So the samples we got, we sent 1 to Australia, 1 to America. The Australian lab came back and they said, yes, it's aluminium, but it's aluminium foam. So we know exactly what this is. It's got some kind of American military-grade glue on it. It's painted green on one side, nothing to do with aerodynamics. That's basically what it is. So I looked at this and Philip looked at this and went, nobody had aluminium foam in 1983. So they might think they know what it is, but clearly it shouldn't have existed at that point. Then the American analysis comes back and their analysis just says, unknown. We have no idea what this is, except it's lanthanum, which is an extremely exotic, massively expensive and difficult to find, difficult to produce metal. We thought we were being clever. We thought the analysis will come back and put the whole thing to bed. Well, it's had the opposite effect, actually. The rabbit hole's gone deeper and we're now less able to say what it is. Because you've got 2 substances now positively identified that shouldn't exist at that point in time. Is it something that is alien and, we've back-engineered it? Well, recently a little piece of foil was found by a metal detectorist on the Roswell crash site in New Mexico. It's very, very recent, only in the last few months. And it visually matches the foil that we got. So you've got this idea, maybe it's stuff that's back-engineered. Or is it alien, Is it ours or is it theirs? Well, it still doesn't answer the question, other than the fact that it shouldn't exist.